Getting rich on the stock market. So, if you bought in any of these companies before they had the major growth, you could have turned 100,000 into a couple of million, and you would have been set up for life, not having to argue with anyone at work because you got so much money. So, what do these businesses have in common? Well, they're all scalable, and they all have a great product or service with a competitive advantage, which brings them money. So, Tesla, they're on the way to making a cheap car. It's going to be cheaper than an ICE vehicle, internal combustion engine. So everyone's just going to buy a Tesla for 25,000, and they're not going to have so much maintenance issues. Tesla is leading the way, getting better and better, and they're going to grow as big as Apple soon. I can see it because once they bring out the $25,000 USD car, they're going to be the next Apple. They're going to become 2 trillion plus. If they do full self-driving, they're going to be even bigger. But they've already grown quite a bit, so the growth has been slowed down because the multiple has decreased, but they're still going to be a big company. Apple, big company. I wouldn't invest in them either because all the growth is there, and who knows, someone else might take out Apple. Or maybe Apple grows bigger, but it's a bit of a risk. To me, already grown. All these companies already grown too much for my risk appetite, but they are great companies nonetheless. And the point of this video is to see you want to buy into one of these companies before it grew. So what they all have in common is scalability and a great product or service. So now let's look at a company that could become like these ones. Here we have the Aptera. Starting from 25,000, this car go 1,000 miles on a single charge. It also has solar panels incorporated into the body, giving it 40 miles of range over a day of charge. Plug it in overnight on a simple electric socket that will charge your phone and get 150 miles. How's this so? Lightweight, and 60% of the energy used on highway speeds is pushing the air out of the way, where this car simply cuts through it. Cross between a motorbike, possibly in a car, good for one person. It's the new iPhone, Aptera, coming to a stock exchange near you. See the solar panels there? Recharging the car as it's parked under the sun, giving you up to 40 miles. Imagine never paying for fuel again. Key breakthroughs and features include record-breaking range. Low drag is the longest range of any production vehicle ever created, achieving up to 1,000 miles per charge and unburdening drivers from frustrating range anxiety. Solar. Integrated solar can be configured to provide up to 45 miles of range per day with over 3 square meters and 180 efficient solar cells designed into the body structure. This makes Aptera the first vehicle capable of meeting most daily driving needs using solar power alone. So imagine going to the beach, you park up, you don't even have to worry about charging. It's charging as you're at the beach. You're driving home. It's just almost too good to be true. Like we hacked the world. Free energy, driving around all day long. So anyway, efficient powertrains, liquid-cooled electric motors propel Aptera from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. Sounds like a lot of fun. So that's faster than most of these V8, V12s can get there. The beauty of electric motors. So top speed, 110 miles per hour. So divert that to kilometers, is 177 kilometers per hour. Quite fast. All-wheel drive and vectored torque. So all drive, maybe you can take this thing on the beach, I don't know. Maybe if you keep watching my channel, like and subscribe, I'll buy one and I'll take it on the beach and see how it goes. So the Aptera weighs 800 kilos or 1,800 pounds, and the motors are in the wheels, giving the ultimate efficiency. So tunable efficiency, adjustable settings built in Aptera's user interface keep drivers updated with ways they can conserve energy and extend range in real time. Not that you'd need it, of course. Scalable manufacturing has solved key challenges, allowing for rapid, high-volume, cost-efficient vehicle production, having just 4 main pieces. So Tesla has its big thing that makes one bit of aluminium, most of the body, and so does Aptera. So Aptera has been around for a while, although it did collapse, but now it's coming back strong. So it's been around since before 2008. If you remember, Tesla got a large loan, which saved it from bankruptcy. The reason that Aptera went bankrupt, they weren't eligible for this loan due to the car being a three-wheeler and not a four-wheeler. So perhaps it could be a different story today, and we'll see what happens this time. So investing in Aptera. So it's not in the stock exchanges yet, and also remember investing their new vehicle. There's nothing on the roads yet. They did have an old vehicle before the collapse. The new vehicle, there's only computerized images of it driving around. So like Nikola, pretty risky, even though Nikola's worth quite a few $1 billion. I'll put that on the screen, how much Nikola's worth, still without a car on the road. So why you may want to invest: 1,000-mile battery range, 40 miles, free power. So it's not yet actually on the road doing this, but that's what they're aiming for. Perhaps they're right, perhaps they're wrong. So you wouldn't be putting your house on this just yet, I would think. So margins, 35%, selling 10,000 units per year. 35% margins, so it's bigger than Tesla. And if they're going to scale up the factories, they could perhaps use a sub $20,000 car for 10,000. Good margins, and it'll be like an Apple computer. Probably have self-driving software in there. If you don't know what Comma AI is, it's made by George Hotz. It can go on any car, so they're easily going to be able to put software into this car, I would say. So that's by 2022. So you invest now, be an early investor, perhaps like an early investor in Tesla. Just saying that as a joke, probably might not happen. Tesla is the only successful car company, electric vehicle car company, ever, so far. So it's affordable, use less material to build, making it cheaper to manufacture. So we'll scroll down, investor perks, $1,000 or more. I'm not sure what percentage you get of the company for investing, whatever, but I might add that in, I might not. So this residency credits your purchase, and you get a 5% discount on the final purchase of your Aptera. So a bit about the founders. This is on their wefunder.com, Aptera. There's a car there. So here's what they aim to achieve. So they want to sell 4,287 vehicles. That's an exact number, so somewhere around that you'd think. Revenue, 141 million. Cost of goods sold, so it cost them that much, so that's at 35% margin there. 35%. Operating expenses, 16 million, paying all the CEOs off, and then we've got the net profit, 38 million. So profitable pretty fast. They want to be, says Yoda. Initial price target 26 to 49,000, and the cost 20 to 33,000. So you think if things go well, they're going to get that cost a lot lower than 21,000 once they get the manufacturing streamlined. So investor question and answers. What does your company do? Well, that's pretty obvious. Well, your company in 5 years. So obviously they want to build more and more cars. Have you seen all the scooters around Bali? Perhaps it's going to be a bit safer to drive this thing around. Not sure if they'll be able to afford it in Bali though. We'll soon see. Why did you choose this idea? You can look at all this on WeFunder. Financials. Big net loss there, as you expect from a company like this. Cash on hand. So quite small numbers, but it is quite a small company. Profit, negative 200,000. So it goes through the risks. Obvious, it's very risky. Voting power. So it looks like you're putting money in to get 10% of the company, judging by how much these people earn. And use of funds. So obviously they'll be put towards designing and delivering the vehicle, all that stuff, building the factory to build it. Perhaps they might not need to advertise if they're good like Tesla.